everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford Saints going up against Carr's Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And the back goes into motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 42. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Carr caught out left side by Robinson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A running play for Rawls. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Rawls. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try to run with Rawls. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The tight end changing his position. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll hand to Rawls. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Carr now on 1st down. The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Thomas Rawls with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start on the ground with Rawls. A beautiful fake. Room past the 20. There goes Thomas Rawls. He's at the 40, 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big run that time by Rawls. And even 80 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They go again with Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
That wasn't just toughness we just saw. That was concentration. Knew the hit was coming, yet the quarterback hung in there and delivered it downfield. The end result, 6 points for his team.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll go down at the 28. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You ready? 21.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
2nd down, 8. The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Big 20, big 20. What's that? 29.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be knocked down sideways. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tight end Henry here in motion. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr now to throw. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. Now Carr again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now it's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff looking right. Ooh, with a juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The tight end Henry here in motion. Counterplay, Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the wideout in motion. The tight end Henry here in motion. Carr to throw on second down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On 3rd and 2, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Jakeem Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Saints on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So the offense has it first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
On first and 10, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
All right, boys, here we go.
From the gun, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he's going to go down again. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Carr going to throw here. He finds Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down.